What's up, everybody? This is Ripples and Whales back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. Today, my friends, is Friday. What have you all got planned for this weekend? I've got the day off today, which is great. I'm going to try and get you a couple of videos cracked out, and we're going to do a video today which I'm quite excited about. This is a real kind of special video, but we're going to keep this one short and intense. The images that I'm going to show you today, pretty much no one has on the internet. There's a very few of us who have managed to get these images very, very early on and stick them in our digital lockers. And there are a couple of people who managed to do a fantastic interpretation on them. You'll have seen later renditions of the images I'm going to show you that were released by Ross Vandermeer back in 2018. But many people will haven't had a clue what I'm going to show them today. And this is kind of special because it shows you where the original Ross Vandermeer images came from, okay? And an understanding as to how powerful the change that is about to go on in front of our eyes and how deep geopolitically and globally this goes. Ross Vandermeer is going to be the focus of this hopefully reasonably short video, and his images that were released as large decodes. There's only one account that has done them justice, the decodes and that is an amazing young man by the name of Genie Reborn 13. And we've spoken length of Genie, and he is a great mind. He has a channel here, you can see it, Reborn 13 on YouTube. He has some fantastic videos out. He's on a sabbatical doing some deep spiritual learning, I think, at the minute. But he left us some gems because this young man, a highly conscious individual, I've seen his reading lists and his book lists. I can verify he is the real deal. He's not some just stupid moon boy posting video, what he believes to be a 2K XRP. This kid did deep research, deep spiritual research. Okay, and there's a bit of a difference. Anyway, before we jump into that today, I want you to go onto my Twitter site and give us a follow. If you're not active on Twitter, you should be. This is where you'll find me, at Ripples in Wales. And also, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please drop a comment. We've been getting tons of comments lately, and I've been replying to them all. I've got to finish my replies to them today. We're starting to release a fair few videos now. We've got 21 videos up, and we're going to continue the intensity until I've got all this information out of my soul and into the wider realms of the public domain. I'm saving all these videos in case the channel gets pulled, and we're documenting this as we go. So thanks, give us a follow, and also turn notifications on if you wish. It does help the channel. Anyhow, Genie Reborn 13. Okay, this video later on we're going to have a quick look at, but it'll form the basis of what we're going to look at. And I want to bring your attention straight away into Ross Vandermeer. And first and foremost, this scene here, I'm going to expand this out. It's become the main scene for a minute. And you all know this scene. It was released by Ross Vandermeer himself, or Marvin Gaye, as he's formerly known. And it was dumped on the internet back in the day. But it wasn't the very first rendition of this image. There were more. There were preluders or precursors to this image. And I'm going to bring this up now. This was the second rendition, which is a very powerful image, and the first rendition was here. And the depth and the length that this goes to is mind-boggling, but the very first image that Ross brought out, actually let's minimize that for the minute and let's go full size, this bad boy. This was the very first image that was released. Okay, by Ross, and it says old and new power, slaves and new era. Okay, and there is a fantastic decode of this which I'll show you later on. This was covered by Reborn 13, so all the shout outs go to him on this one. It shows a circle in the middle with the Pope, the Eye of Horus or the Illuminati, Dieu et mon droit in French, which is God and my right in English, and it shows the monarchy. Around that circle of the monarchy, which was like a trusted sphere, it had pots of gold, okay, connected to offshore countries, namely, just trying to remember these in my mind, we've got Andaman, Iceland, Guernsey, Gibraltar, Andorra, and I forget that one there, it'll come to me. We've got on the top right, we've got Bitcoin, we've got gold, the the scales of justice and power, and we've got those two balanced, and we've got shackles of hands tied in the middle, and we've got the Vatican or the Catholic Church, whichever way you want to see it. It's the Vatican and the Catholic Church. And on the top left one, we've got XRP is greater than Bitcoin, which equals gold. But in the middle of that, we've got a fight, a sword fight, and a line from the Vatican up to Bitcoin, and down to the sword fight, and then up to XRP. You can see there was a debacle, or a big fight-off about to go on here. And what these early messages alluded to you, and some of the people in the community will like this, some will not, it might trigger a few, is that Bitcoin was used as a deliberate measure by the old guard, the old Illuminati, to try and circumvent all the towers of power, okay? To transition Bitcoin into a Libra stablecoin, which then would run the financial system. And this is what the game plan was. Bitcoin was used as a Trojan horse. We kind of get the feeling of that already. You know, the media and the power behind this force that's moving Bitcoin is no accident. Okay, we can see now, at least, I mean, I hope you can see that all the attention, the media frenzy that's brought around Bitcoin, it is something to behold, and it's deliberate. Okay, let's just roll with that for the minute. This image was the very first one released by Marvin Gaye, Ross Vandermeer, and the second image was this one here, an even more complex one. I want you to screen capture them. Do that now if you want. Do that first image, get that screen captured, pause the image, pause the video, and save that. These are very special images because they don't really exist in very many places on the internet right now. I can promise you that. The second image was this one here, and we'll go full size with this. Bollocks. Right, there we go. So this was the very first reiteration of the original, beg your pardon. This is the second iteration of the Ross Vandermeer Marvin Gaye, and he was trying to simplify it down. This carries so much information. Okay, we've got the left and the right. Okay, it's separated into kind of dark and light, and on the right hand side we can see the United Kingdom with a monarchy and the crest of the United Kingdom over the flag of Great Britain with the Illuminati symbol or the Eye of Horus connected to the deep state, then connected to the Catholic Church, then connected to the Rothschilds banking sector, who show that they are, you know, the power and the money flowing back to back. And we've got Edmund D. Rothschild, I believe that. Oh no, it's not. It's Mayer Michael Rothschild. It's probably the father of the five Rothschild brothers who went out into the banking world. We've got the hand with the spanner in it there, and we've got the shackles of debt, the gold, and we've got the crest of the Vatican country, and I'm not certain what the symbol is. We've got a love heart connected to the Bitcoin, and then Jamie Dimon, the JPM coin. Okay, we'll follow that trail up a little minute. And with this hand with the spanner in the works, where have we seen the spanner before? I'm sure we've seen the spanner somewhere else, haven't we? In the centre, we've got the deep state with central banks all connected into the routing sector, with the ECB in the middle, you know? Bank supervision. Okay, where have we heard the ECB being replaced and people entering the zone in the ECB? The word owl should spring to mind with you. Miss Lagarde, who graduated to a new position from the IMF to the ECB, if you remember correctly. We've got the Eye of Horus at the top. On the right hand side here, we've got a selection of offshore countries, the Isle of Man, Iceland, Guernsey, Gibraltar, Andorra, and I can't remember, Lithuania, I think that is. Yeah, Lithuania, beg your pardon. And we've got Brian Armstrong, interestingly enough, connected via the shackles in the hand to the deep state, which I always had an understanding of. Make your own judgments. Coinbase will be given the gold and green gold light, the green light and the gold standard via the United Kingdom and the other powers. Interestingly enough, you've got gold connected to these offshore accounts, and we've got connections on the bottom between the United States, Brian Armstrong, and I haven't seen this wheel before. I'll have to come back to that, and I don't know what the center image is, but we've got Ripple on the bottom with I think that's North and South Korea. Is it North and South Korea? I think it is. I'm not certain. I have to double check on my flags there. There's Japan and I think it's South Korea. And we've got the XRP logo. And on the left hand side we've got Putin, we've got Xi Jinping, and we've got Trump, all shaking hands, connected with a battle against the deep state. And Putin with a dollar sign with a cross through it, leading to Ripple, leading to XRP, leading to a host of countries, leading to America, leading to a handshake with Brian Armstrong. Maybe he's not, maybe bad, maybe it's good, maybe I'm misreading it. And we've got sanctions against America, and then we've got BRICS on the left hand side, global, and the BRICS picture at the bottom. On the top we've got the XRP logo. It's almost like the workings round of XRP. We've got connections in the, as I think it's Trump and was it North Korea? I think it was North Korea, wasn't it? And okay, so we've covered that, and this is the kind of the second in the creations of Ross Vandermeer's picture, on the way to creating this very famous picture, which is this one here. And this is where it's all come from. He tried to simplify these over a number of probably months, years before he disappeared. And fascinating kind of take-homes from these messages alone. There were amazing decodes that were left by Reborn13 in one of his videos. He has take a screenshot of these, because this is one of his early, have I got his other one as well? Yes. Let's start with that first of all. These are Reborn13's interpretations. I am merely giving you a rehash of this information to bring it into your consciousness and to try and explain what he was showing you. This is the center of the picture that we first discussed on the beginning of the video, old and new and power slaves, and its connections to everything. Okay, you've got all these flags. There we go, Lithuania, Isle of Man, Iceland. These are all countries not too far from us here in the UK, and we know that these regions are used as offshore regions, as well as Ireland, in fact, that's there. And he's explained a lot of this out to you, that the Dieu mon droit, God and my right, which is it's the motto of the British monarchy on the crest. I think I've brought that up for you here just to give you a brief explanation. There we go, Dieu mon droit, or Dieu et mon droit, which is better pronunciation in French, hopefully. For those, it's the crest on all of our British passports, and it's the crest of the monarchy. It is it's a bit of a giveaway for you to show you all that its connection to the British monarchy and the Catholic Church. Now, what happened with our dear departed Queen? Recently, we've seen big changes in the structure of the British monarchy, haven't we? And I don't want to get this channel cancelled, so we'll keep this nice and clean, but you can deduce from that what you will, but there is power changes going on, as I'm sure you're all aware. We've got connections on the top right to the Eye of Horus, which is connections to the Illuminati, and Bitcoin connected to gold against the Illuminati, to the dollar bill, which is connected to the Rothschilds, which is connected to Bitcoin, dark old system. We've got, as we talked about, all the offshore havens for gold and the connections to this elite old banking cartel who were able to embezzle all their wealth and hide for the bankers Edmund de Rothschild's lot. Mayer Anschel Rothschild, that's his name, there we go, connected over to this, owned by there we go, offshore accounts owned by Rothschild Gold Storage. On the top right here, we've got the battle. It's the isn't it? What's the apocalypse? The four horsemen of the apocalypse. This is a kind of addition. Pope Francis at the top left. Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church and sovereign to the Vatican City. Francis is the first Jesuit Pope and the first from the Americas, and the first from the Southern Hemisphere, and the very first Pope outside Europe since the Synonym Gregory III, who reigned in the 8th century. Very interesting. Here we got by Cobra Info, the Jesuit plan was to engineer a worldwide financial collapse in January 2020 and then introduce a cashless global financial system where Libra or other similar globalist currencies would replace the US dollar, and the connection to Bitcoin, the connection to the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and to the fight that was going to go on in this little window here where you've got, if you look at my cursor, you've got XRP Bitcoin, and you've got this fight in between the old guard and the new guard. This runs deep. This runs so bloody deep. This is 500 years worth of wars, fights, control. This is why I'm saying people don't understand what's occurring here on a large geopolitical scale. And this may not resonate with you. This may seem bullshit to you. This may seem as if it's no interest to you. That's no problem at all. We are seeing a currency war play out on every level. This is what this is. It's a geopolitical currency war, and Bitcoin was used as the early tools, according to some of the people who left you enough messages back in the day. There's also another decode here. I beg your pardon, it's not that one. It's this one. Another amazing. Oh no, we haven't. We're jumping the gun here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. It's that one. So Reborn 13 continued and did another phenomenal decode on this, and there's a video to back all this up which you can go to. I am merely using his information, so the shout out is all to Reborn 13, who was the one who crunched all this data. I remember learning this back in, I think it was 2019. He put out some amazing videos, and this is the same one decoded. This amazing large second picture taken to pieces by Reborn 13. Take a screenshot of it. It is one of the centerpiece is the very early piece from Ross Vandermeer before it was broken down into a deeper or more simplified versions. And we'll go over that again, at the end. We've been over most of this in the previous video, but you can go over this again. It's pretty self-explanatory if you look at it. It's the first iteration of the most current version of this. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. The very third image released by our dear friend was, where are you? This bad boy. All right, let's increase the size of this. This was the third image released, and it says Act 2: Witness Paradigm Shift Power Transition. Right, there's a lot going on here. Very similar things to what BG said back in the day on that calendar. Only one shot left. So you've got an astrological calendar on the left. You've got a connection to the solar cycle here. You've got an amber traffic light, a red traffic light, and a green traffic light, all connected to this left-hand side of an astrological. We've got Pisces, yeah, which is when? March. We've got the Aries, April. We've got Taurus, May. We've got Cancer, June, and then we've got, I would believe it'd be July. At the bottom there, I can't even see if it's got an astrological symbol. We can assume it's Taurus up to there, so March, April, May, and I'm assuming June, July. But there's fog and mist in each one, okay? And so, where have we seen before? See, the red light sits exactly between Aries, which is April, and May. Where have we seen that before? If you're really handy at this, you can start joining the pictures between all of them. And I urge you to have a digger deeper. Let's have just a quick look, and I'll remind you all where we've seen this date change between April and May, and a storm cloud. Let's look at. Are we going to get it? Yeah, we go. Our dear friend the bear. What did he post recently, or in the past few years, that was pointing you towards dates of this? Let's look at the ship scene. When did he post it? April the 12th. Okay. And what have we got here? A storm with the Aries sign in the storm clouds. Now, why have I always been so hell-bent that this starts in April? It's because I had this data. He released it in April, and you've got a storm cloud with the April in, which also was released here, the Aries, the Ram, which is kind of where the red light hits the stop between April and May, and then you've got confirmed go further down the line. Now, I don't know when that is, but it's interesting. I'll leave it there anyway. Listen, the rest of this is you know, nothing to see, have fun. You've got, you know, the astrological wheel, again, mass, wealth and peace, Mount Fuji volcano, and quantum technology. I can't even make that last one out. Let's zoom that. Meaning the year of the pig in China. Now, I think these are people's decodes over this. So only one shot left is written there. Then we've got at the top, God, I'm struggling to read that. Follow astrology. Oh, this was written in Morse code. Deception, big fat lie, keep away. Quantum computers. Ooh. Microsoft something alphabet, quantum finance. Anyway, the most important was the part on the left for me, but this was brought out, and we also do have a decode on this by who may do a way better job than me on bringing this in. Fantastic, this guy is brilliant. Okay, so wow, this runs deep. So he's got the astrological side on the with the kind of the Pisces, Aries, Taurus here. We've got the year of the pig, which is in the top right, and he's got that connected to the year of the pig is the 12th of all the zodiac animals. Are you watching? Witness. Big shout out to Reborn 13, dark to light. So we've got what have we got on the right hand side here? Only one shot left. Yes, we've heard about this before. That IBM and Stella were partnering together in order to kind of be some bad actors in this place. What is this? We are participating in an experiment in which either humans will win over machines and establish a new civilization, the Golden Age, or machines win over humans, and the sixth matrix will end badly, destructively for humanity. Now, this isn't me. I'm just reading this. The destructive side has determined that it's only possible to play the game until the sixth matrix, in which it must be decided. All previous systems were destroyed by atomic war. Now the game is over. Now, I don't know. This is just me repeating someone else's decode and things. He's got connections to the Great Solar Flash between 2023-24. Solar systems passes through our geometric boundaries, dense energy clouds releasing vibrations and consciousness, causing sun to release flashes. 3D becomes 5D. Now I'm fully aware of that, the change of consciousness on the planet, and the witnessing of this unraveling of fantastic consciousness on the planet is well underway. I mean, you're all aware. You wouldn't be listening to these videos if you weren't conscious. So anyway, the rest of the decodes there, I urge you to screenshot it and have a look, and I'll bring you back to the original Reborn 13 account. And this is the video to watch, This Dark to Light by Reborn 13. Here's his page. He does a great video of it. There's his Twitter. We're going to knock that on the head there for now. Let's say huge knowledge drop for you even to get your heads around. I would urge you to first of all watch this video. Maybe we'll do the video again on the on another vid. We'll cover Reborn 13's decode in another video, and we'll go at it again through that and maybe go through it step by step. We'll see, but I'm trying to keep this under 25. This is a really long one. I hope that has helped lots. I hope that it provides value for you in understanding about the original images that were left for us by our friends. This isn't any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Please give the video a like, give it a subscribe on YouTube. I hope this has been helpful, and until the next one, be blessed.